Hello everyone and welcome to tonight's race. We've got DrJayPHD versus DrJayPHD. I am DigShake. I'll be one of your two commentators this evening. My other commentator will be with us very soon. I'm going to go ahead and give these runners the go-ahead though so that we can get this race up and running here. Hi, Gimmick Soldier. How you doing? Thank you for coming out this evening. These runners have started, so as soon as we get the countdown here, we'll be up and running.
Oh boy, here I go killing again.
That was something from Dr. J's splits there. I'm not sure what that actually was, but it was kind of funny. Got a quick town. We got Shield Town right off the bat here, so we're gonna get a very fast spell. I'm sure the runners are appreciative of that. Thank you, Gimmick Soldier. I appreciate it. And let's figure out what this spell's gonna be. Well, that's quite the spell that we got. It's going to be the fairy spell right off the bat in Raro that both of these runners are going to get right away. In terms of first spells to find, that is a very good one. I did not actually see if it was castable or not, but I'm sure they'll start taking some magic levels here pretty soon if it's not castable, so that they can use it to get down stab and start checking out these palaces. $116, yeah, okay. That's definitely not castable, but give it a couple levels and could very easily change. Angry Larry, thank you for the host, sir. Much appreciated. So we got Magic Container Cave, has a Magic Container. That's not right. Oh, no, that's fine. We're not going to worry about that. Your raid needs a little more coordination there, Larry. DrJayPHD deciding to up A. I don't think I saw him find any of the caves that Dr. J is checking out currently. Here he's found Magic Container Cave, so he's going to pick up this Magic Container as well. Which, you know, still isn't going to be enough to help him cast Fairy Spell, but once they get a couple magic levels, that'll be something that comes in handy. Sorry about that, Larry. I did not realize I was muted, but welcome to the commentator's booth.
No problem, and I just wanted to let you and everyone else in the Narcs and chat know that I did not take advantage of you not knowing that you deafened yourself, and I kept it very professional, and I informed you in chat and all that.
Yes, I do appreciate that, Larry. Welcome.
Thank you for welcoming me. Who's winning?
We're neck and neck right now, just collecting magic containers at this point. We got magic containers in basically all the caves we found so far. DrJayPHD found an awesome cave just chilling up in the corner in this little sliver of forest.
I gotta tell you, if I was able to draw Dr. DrJayPHD, I would have been totally wrong. Let me ask you this question.
Yeah.
I know Joshy D does not have a timer, but where are you at and Dr. J?
I am at 137, 8, 9, 40.
Okay, you mean 3. Okay,
yeah.
all right. Okay, we're good.
Yeah, I went to go sync them up, and I was like, wait a second. Joshy D does not have a timer, so... which, for those of you who don't know Joshy D, that is part of his thing. He doesn't use timers. He likes to race. He races with us all the time, but he never knows what time he gets until he's finished, so... And wow. That was a boot pickup that we just saw there in Heart Container Cave for Dr. J.
I gotta stop watching it on your stream.
That would be a good idea.
I mean, I have Streamlabs open, but I'm mesmerized by the swamp layout, I guess.
Yeah.
I've only done this like once before, so I don't know how it works. And also, I clicked hide chat, which is probably not the worst of options.
All right, Larry. It's one thing to insult your own chat, but to come in here and insult my chat. Oh wait, they're all the people from your host, so yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, every single person in here follows me, so it's all right.
Heart Container on the grass tile, another item that's in its normal location.
I had a guy I did commentary with early that really got pretty nasty when stuff like that happened. I never seen that guy get that mad unless a Mago was punching him in the face in Palace 5 during an all keys run.
Who was that guy?
I don't remember his name.
Yeah.
Like Vincent or something. Like absolutely triggered.
Tringered?
No. Triggered, yeah.
Diggered? We got a lot of different names for it.
And pretty much we're going to make up our own Cash Me Outside language, and then nobody's going to know what we're talking about, and we're going to be on Dr. Phil.
We're also going to grab the Thunder Spell in Saria, which is what Joshy D just did. Top that, Dr. Phil. I don't think he can.
I was going to break out the greatest Dr. Phil impression, but I don't know what he sounds like, and I don't know what he says. And those two things stopped me. Countess is saying that Joshy is 1/4 dig shake. That makes him 200% more likable.
Does that mean I'm like his grandpa or something? What
Red jar in that road tile.
What are you trying to say?
We do have castable Thunder and not castable Fairy.
So, for palaces, we've got 1, 2, and either 3 or 6. Could be vanilla palaces in the Western continent here, potentially.
Chat will lose their mind if that happens. I guarantee it. We got any good items yet? Boots out of Heart Container Cave, right?
Yeah, that was a good item.
I'm making my notes here.
Containers otherwise, container in Trophy Cave, container in Magic Container Cave, Heart Container in Grass Tile, so... I guess we just got a couple more caves to find before we start doing either Palaces or Death Mountain. Unless you're Dr. J, then you're just going to do Palace 1 right now. Which is not a bad idea.
Well, he's got Fairy. Is he able to cast it? Magic 1 and 6 magic containers? I don't know. But again,
no.
It is Palace 1. There are more keys than there are locked doors. So
Fairy is 116, so...
We'll get there eventually.
You would need all 8 magic containers to pull that off.
Yeah, it's 7.5 to cast it.
It's only 90 at Magic 2, which is still out of reach for Joshy D, but not for Dr. J. As Joshy D picks up the raft there in the Peabag Cave.
So raft, boots, easily available. Are we looking at glove and medicine cave?
Could turn out to be that way. That's the last cave that we haven't seen, huh?
It's the free seed everyone wants. But no one has played yet.
There have been a couple quick races. Jay Coper put up, what, like a 108 or something in the first round?
What kind of emotes do you have? I'm going to build a pyramid.
I went on to Franker Faces and tried to find all the cat emotes that I could and add those to my channel. So most of them are cat emotes. And then you and Buzz and some other people made me add some other emotes, so those are on there too.
Found the front end of the fairy cave. We have the boots, so we can pretty much access whatever that is. Are we segmented in another area here? Or is everything readily available?
I think everything's available if you find the boots, but Joshy D has not yet found the boots, so...
He's actually worn that shirt on stream one other time, and I actually did Google that to see what that was. And now I forget. I know, now I forget. Should I do it again? I'm going to do it again.
Not allowed to talk about it on stream?
I don't know what it was. Like, I remember being a little bit disappointed and then going, oh yeah, of course, because that's Joshy D.
I mean, we're talking about the same guy who, you know, bought an Echo the Dolphin t-shirt and put cardboard waves in his basement.
I heard he did not even beat the second stage of that game in 3 hours.
Nope. He did not.
It's the drummer for Velveteen. Oh wait, well, aren't they Velveteen?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I think that's a Joshy D. I think Joshy D just actually made me plug his band without even asking me to plug his band. KWTF.net.
He owes you some money for that. So we got the Kid in Medicine Cave for Joshy D. Could be a good item. We don't really know yet. He needs to figure out where those boots were. I don't even remember where those boots were. They were in,
Heart Container Cave.
Heart Container Cave, yeah. It's right here in front of my face. I don't know.
I did not know the BGT mug was not a real mug. I thought he actually either made that or had it bought.
A piece of paper.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Like, that totally fooled me.
So we're going sailing. Interesting choice.
Yeah, and just like the race we saw before this, there's a cave that we have not visited, and it could play a huge factor in this race later on.
Yeah, that's absolutely correct. He does find this pea bag cave, though.
Yeah, I believe this is the Madagascar Dave pea bag cave.
That is correct. No downstab yet either. I guess, well, Fairy's not super castable yet. Gonna grab the cross out of that pea bag cave, which, you know, actually not the worst item he could have found, perhaps. And what was that Jay just picked up there? Another magic container.
Yeah, he's got 7.
He is rolling in magic.
He looks like he's going to punch me in the face.
Who, Joshy D?
No, Dr. J.
He's just very focused.
He just gave me the sideways eye, too. A little scared of him now. I'm not going to be nice to him the rest of the race in case he lifts back to this. Got some caves there. We're gonna go pea bag hunting here. I remember really early on in the life of the randomizer how Dick Shake was, never a bad thing to go to the east as fast as you can to grab these pea bags.
Yeah. Well, it's still not a bad idea, but when you leave the boots on the other side, that's maybe not the greatest.
Joshy D checks Thunder. You know what's interesting is I always thought Thunder was a fixed amount of health it took away from an enemy. And then like so many people corrected me that it's based on your level.
Mm-hmm.
And then now everyone's going back the other way and saying it's 64 points of damage no matter what your level is. What is it?
I'm not entirely sure. I do think there's some variance, though. I don't think it's a constant.
Because I said it one way in a race, and somebody on YouTube commented saying, "No, it does stack with level, with level you are." And then in a race, like and this is where I trust this piece of information to be correct. Says it's statically 64 points of damage, and then I say that, and then everyone tells me I'm wrong. It's based on level.
I don't think that's true, that it's always the same thing, and I can speak from experience from when I was testing out various attack levels with Thunderbird. I mistakenly made it so that I could kill Thunderbird with Thunder right off the bat, so... And actually, the game glitches out and doesn't drop the key when you do that, so don't do that.
What did Jay pick up there? And you have one marked for Joshy.
That was the raft there. Oh, I have
okay.
one marked for Joshy. Thank you. I marked down the wrong player.
Excuse me. I think you're wrong in everything you're saying, and you have the wrong person marked for one. And every single thing thereafter, I'm going to comment on. I don't know who I sound like.
Well, here's the second P-Bag Cave.
That's not the second P-Bag Cave. That's the third P-Bag Cave. There was one in the west.
Oh, man, I'm glad I'm doing these races with you, Larry.
Sorry about that.
Have we not found Mido yet? I think we have found Mido. It's just nobody's bothering to grab downstep.
I can honestly say I did not see it, but then I joined you late, so...
You did see Great Palace right there by the raft spot, so that's not going to be difficult to get to. Heart container.
Well, I don't know. There's like 37 tiles in between. 27 of them are swamp, and you can only move at like 2.3 frames per second in the swamp, as opposed to if it was in a regular area. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean, Larry.
Heart container in the second P-Bag Cave, by the way.
Yep. That wasn't a heart container, that was a life receptacle.
Excuse me, streamer, that was a heart? Like, it contained nothing, it was a 2D image? 500-point P-Bag, Joshy D's racking them up. He needs one more for the next attack level. Well, I mean, he can get a 200-point P-Bag, but we have new Kasuto. So I straighten out my tie and get myself collected. 6 magic containers.
Oh, and here we go again. Magic containers.
What caves did he leave behind?
Oh, wow. And the boots with Dr. J just proving extremely useful there.
So he left behind the boots and heart container cave and one magic container or 2 magic containers in any of the areas. The grass tile,
just one magic container in the caves. The other one was in Palace 1.
Yeah, well, you said containers early, and I just wrote MC for everything, because I'm cool. That's how I abbreviate things. Fire! Could be full dig shake. With spells. No, it's fairy.
Could actually be useful considering how expensive fairy is. Although he took magic 3, what is fairy at magic 3?
6.
Yeah?
Didn't look. Are we to 5 here?
Maybe?
I mean, you can tell by the tiles and how big they are that it's obviously 5. Just gonna knock this guy off screen. We don't have downstab.
Yeah, that's definitely 5. Kind of a bold call, but he figures, hey, I just picked up the magic keys, so you know, doesn't have to worry about that aspect.
I don't believe Jay, at least he hasn't raced with us, and I'd be interested, and I'm going to probably check during this race, how many Zelda 2 races he's actually been a part of on SRL. It might only have been the one race in the first round, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't think it was many, but he definitely plays.
He might be influenced by the whole trope meme glove in 5 and arriving upon Palace 5. He's going to go look for the item.
Decides to bail out for now. I can't say that I disagree with that.
On SRL, he's 1-0 in racing.
So that race against Prez, huh?
That's the only race he's done officially. But he has played before. He's had my tracker for a while.
Yeah,
but I think he really got
out.
into Zelda 1. At the time, he was getting into Zelda 2 because they had their random cassette tournament. So went on the back burner, but here he is. He's playing the game we love.
Well, the race against Prez, he actually did pretty well there. In that one. So, and he's playing well in this one too, as he grabs Life Spell out of Nibiru.
Guy stuck in the ground. I'll see you in half an hour.
We're 200.
It's alright, there might be a second one. We got Nukasudo, we got the thing there. Nukasudo's fire. Did he pick it up?
No, he wanted to check that first.
Okay.
But he's gonna get this magic container item from the old lady. DrJayPHD was not able to do that.
Nor does DrJayPHD have the key.
Wow, what? A little deja vu going on here.
All 17 races today had the boots in that area.
Oh my goodness.
It's like, man, it's an unfortunate turn of events can happen when you go a different direction or decide to start doing things differently than the other racer, and they happen to find the boots, magic key, glove, and the magic containers to get the glove, and then here you are, you're just going to jump into one and get a magic container.
Well, hopefully that spurs him to go back to Nukasudo, honestly, because it was only 6 containers to grab that glove.
Even more beneficial if he just finds these caves he's missing, so he can do that with the boots and get the magic key on the way. It was 6, though? Yes, it was.
Yeah,
we knew that earlier. Yeah.
So, Dr. J already just a reflect spell away from getting this seed taken care of, and he's gonna go turn in the kid.
I gotta say that the answer is so obviously apparent that if this is reflect, then it's just go, go, go.
Yep.
But he's only sitting at 4 heart containers.
Yeah, that could make you a little nervous.
So, like, when you go to Maze Island, taking the time to look for those items there, just hoping you happen upon a heart container, it's something that has and can be done still now. DrJayPHD evens up the gem count.
I believe. Did he go to Saria? Did I just not mark it? Maybe he didn't find the kid yet either.
I mean, that was very early on, so I don't know.
He actually has not found the kid yet, so
So both players have not explored every cave in the opening area.
That's correct.
Or found every town. He does not have Thunder. He does not have the kid. He's missing Medicine Cave, and he's missing Saria on his tracker.
Mm-hmm.
Props to the guy who made that tracker, so we can easily spot these things as we do in the races. It helps a lot.
I think we see Joshy D trying to find those caves right now.
Yeah, he's going through Fairy Cave the proper way.
So I think we know then that palace there. What haven't we seen? 4 and 5, right? Or 4 and the other one of 3 or 6.
And chat just complimented me, or BGT, I guess. My bad. So Joshy D arrives on Medicine Cave. Your chat's so toxic, dude. I don't even know how you stand this.
Wow. Joshy D really needs those boots. I'm not sure how Dr. J found those boots, but...
Well, now he's going to go through Jump Cave, so clearly he thinks he missed an area, and this is my question early on when I joined you late. Was that river up there the only thing that was segmenting this continent, or was there a cave that you can jump through? Because it certainly looks like Joshy D is looking for another area, and it's an area that Dr. J would have been to and not had the boots to go across whatever river island that thing makes up there.
I don't remember Dr. J going through a cave at all.
Ever tell you I think Nierm's going to win this tournament?
Yeah? You think he's going to take care of business?
Oh, absolutely. And look, we're in this island nation here. There's nothing here. It is absolutely a desert. Nope, I'm just joking. There's a cave and there's a town.
Oh, Mido. So that's why they haven't been to get downstab yet.
No, and what could that cave be? Medicine Cave. We know what all the caves are through a combination of both players.
Yeah, that's correct.
So that cave is probably second entrance Death Mountain or Parappa Cave. Scorpion Max wants to punch you in the face because you said Mido.
Is that not how you say it?
No.
Is it pronounced Lil Z?
It's pronounced Lil Z. Get the down stabs, but we don't have the medicine, Water of Life, to get the spell here. So Joshy D is going to leave, and he's going to look at that cave. Hard to tell what he's missing. He's missing at least 2 caves. The one with the boots, which is the Heart Container Cave, which probably is not this one. This is probably... He's going to go the wrong way. So 1.5 Lil Z heads longer this direction. I gotta say, that's probably Death Mountain. Have we seen Death Mountain at all yet?
That's a good question. I don't think that we have, so I think Death Mountain is actually a very good guess. An incorrect guess, I mean.
What was it? Parappa?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, because it's not Fairy, because he went through Fairy, but I was reading a question in chat, trying to see if it was legitimate or not.
Well, he's gonna go through now.
So it's Hammer and a Pea Bag on Maze Island that we missed while watching Joshy. Well, not you missed, but the global you. What is this area he's in right now? That's Parappa led there, right?
Yeah, I saw him actually there earlier.
Hey, it's just that's a... Man, you missed that cave. It's all the way up there.
He's not far from start. This is 3 for Dr. J, but he's got the gloves, so he doesn't need to worry about anything, really. He can just go through and clear it.
You just missed the golden opportunity to say Dr. J's hot hands.
What?
It's the thing.
What's the thing?
Whatever. It's a, you know, I'm very disappointed in you right now. Like, I just shut up.
I'm out of the loop on that one.
Yeah, well, it's a sports reference. Of course you are. Albert Pujols' cousin.
Well, there's Death Mountain, but Joshy D's not having any of that.
BGT is going in on you right now. This is great.
Did he place a gem there? No, he didn't, did he? What happened?
He left in 3A. Maybe he was glove blocked. I was watching Joshy D try to find these caves.
Well, he can't be glove blocked because he's got the glove. Maybe he was down stab blocked.
That's true. He does have the glove. Trophy cave.
This is a magic container.
And that is a death. So if anybody knows why he got out of there, he took the magic level and ran. He didn't even arrive upon a block at all. So he doesn't. Well, he doesn't have down stab. So maybe he's just fearful of fighting Rebenek without down stab.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what happened there. That makes a lot of sense.
BGT, chatting says BGT's finally growing a set. I agree. Can I say that on your channel? Whatever.
I mean...
Zelda 2 After Dark. And here's Heart Container Cave. So these are both caves Joshy D has missed. And here are your boots.
Yep. Dr. J's gonna pick up that kid that he missed.
Kid was in Medicine Cave. This is the grass tile. This is the Heart Container.
That's right. Got those two backwards.
But at least both players are probably in the area they were not in prior.
Mm-hmm.
So it's probably going to be an easy walk right to this cave. That's probably right up there. Hey, Saria, he also missed this for the spell, so... 3 things right in the direct vicinity. I think he's drinking a Mountain Dew Code Red. It's not a Squirt Zero. Look at that road.
Yeah, it's a nice one.
It's some road. Almost makes it right to the raft spot.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mark Palace 1 for Joshy D there. He did clear that.
And then why don't you throw on Thunder there for Mr. J?
Indeed. So, Joshy D can now actually go pick up 2 very important pieces of equipment here. The magic key and the glove. And Dr. J's actually going to go pick up the kid. So we're basically evening things up here.
Yeah, both players just went 2 different ways and then arrived upon 2 different paths to items, and then we just converged right here. As soon as Joshy D gets goes back to New Kasuto, hopefully goes back to New Kasuto for him.
It looked like he was headed in that direction.
Yeah, but that orange nut knuckle was the orange Lizalfos is 300. I would have been there for like 2 hours. Like, that's just too much temptation.
He is gonna head in here and grab the glove, so we got ourselves a bona fide race going on.
Listen, Joshy D is a student of the game. Like, he realizes that, you know, get here as fast as you can because you've seen the glove, especially recently. Be here. And there you go. Joshy D makes a note, unmakes the note, wipes his face, wipes it on a sock, and continues playing. I mean, that was exactly accurate. You can't deny that.
No, it happened.
So Dr. J, good news for him. He's going to put the boots into action and find this last town he was missing to then get down stab.
Yep.
And then what do we do from here?
I mean, start clearing palaces, I think. We still got Darunia and Old Kasuto in the east that could give you the reflect spell that you need. But honestly, just start clearing stuff out, getting it out of the way.
Was New Kasuto not immediately next to another town?
It was by Nibiru, which is where life is, and Joshi D just doesn't seem too terribly interested in heading in there for whatever reason.
Yeah, I was going to say I don't think I missed him going in there, but he's going to go into 2 instead.
We know that the other palace on the west here is now Palace 6, since Palace 3 is on Maze Island. That's going to make Palace 4 the one sitting in the Valley of Death again.
Palace 4 on Valley of Death with Reflect missing and a missing trophy?
Yep.
I've never seen this movie before.
Well, both of these runners are having the same ideas here, heading into Palace 2. It does not look like Joshi D is item hunting. It looks like he's just looking for the boss.
It was a question I was going to bring up. Yeah, I guess your 50% more or less chance of having the item or the free spell that's going to lead you to reflect. Early Helmet Head, are we treating this as a just get this, mark the win, and get the hell out of here?
I mean, that's what I would do, but it'd be interesting to see what Joshi D does.
And I do have to give credit to Madagascar Dave here in informing me of how many rooms are in Palace 2 and how many rooms are in Palace 3. Knowing I need to do 3, and the potential of 2 just being a disaster, going in wrong direction after wrong direction, I might just beat Helmet Head and leave.
Yep.
Come back if I need to and just concede to making that decision the losing one. But well, I don't know, because Joshi D is 16 away from the next level, so I don't know if this is the threshold. So I don't know if this is him going for the item or if this is him just trying to find 16 more XP.
I think it's probably the latter, and he's not even looking at
Which one's the latter?
And apologizing to me.
Latter is the most recent one? Yeah, because the former is the one before that, right? Okay. Because Scorpion Max said that to me in my interview, and I just kind of nodded my head with a smile on my face, going, "Yeah, I know exactly which one you answered," and I didn't, because I don't remember what ladder was.
Ladder's in 7.
Ladder. That's what that makes sense when Dave says ladder is in a different game. I'm like, why the hell is he saying that? I really didn't misspeak, did I? But yeah, I did. Gem placed. 2-1, Joshi D right now. I gotta tell you, these players not taking the key is almost as infuriating as Simple Dude jumping over 1-ups in a deathless run.
Why do you want him to take the key?
Well, I want Simple Dude to take 1-ups when he's doing no deaths as well, and for some reason, I understand that they shouldn't do either of them, but I can't help but feel like I'm just like boiling inside. It's like, why the hell are you just not downstabbing that? You're jumping over it anyway. All right. Well, he's going to grab that key. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you, Dave, Jay.
Yeah, it looks like Joshi D is going to head into 6 here.
Does he know it's 6?
He doesn't, but he'll find out soon enough.
And there's your soon enough.
could get lucky and be one of those Palace 6s where Barba's just directly by start. Doesn't happen often, but I've seen it happen.
All right, just a dumb question I know the answer to, but I'll entertain the masses by asking it. Have we seen Barba before the Rebanek room since 3.0?
Before the Rebanek room?
Like, insta-Barba. Like, turn right and there she is. Or has it always been behind the Rebanek room somehow? The sub-boss room, whatever you want to call that room. I haven't named it yet.
I mean, I guess I haven't really been paying attention, but there's no reason why it couldn't have happened.
It happened? Okay, chat says it happens, and I just feel like ever since, like, I can't draw a parallel to 3.0, but just recent memory, I don't think I've seen anything shorter than somebody walking a mile to get the Barba. But
well, this is not going to be an instant Barba.
Joshy D showing he's past basic math and cast the cheaper of the fairy options.
We saw that the item there in 2 was a heart container, so not anything that's going to be consequential on this race.
Well, except for the fact that now, ever since I mentioned the fact that Dr. J might be looking for items, he has 2 heart containers, and now he might be on his way to go as soon as he cashes in the kid if it's Reflect. But that trophy and that medicine still looms large. And man, watching this tournament, if you watched other races, I can't say it enough, you're not leaving any item behind unless you're exactly know for sure you have everything you need.
I don't know if I agree with that statement, but...
No, of course you don't. Because I know for sure I'm not coming back to a palace and going to react well if it was the trophy I left behind that gives me Reflect. And I was right there to get it.
Oh,
in the room, and I turned around.
Yeah. That's true.
And probably ever since that seed I lost to you with the boots being in 6, and I saw the item room and I left and Great Palace was boot blocked. Like that was like the turning point in me turning into a good player and to a terrible player.
But like if I'm Joshy D right now, I found Barba, I'm not turning around to go dig this item out of 6.
Oh no, but if you go into Maze Island, you're walking around a little bit.
Yeah, probably.
But you're not arriving at the item room and turning around going, oh, I got the glove, I got the boots. Like, you know, I'm going to take the chance. I don't need the item. As much as you used to before the logic of the magic things changed.
That's very true. 3.0 has changed how safe it is to do stuff like that.
Dr. J's arriving on what I think is a cross.
Yes, indeed it is.
Has Joshy bailed out to that other platform yet, or is he stopped doing that?
I don't think he does that.
I think I embarrassed him when I called him out on that.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. I don't think he appreciated that. Because the next race next thing I did, he was in my channel. I'm like, oh, well, there it is.
Yep.
All right, he does the Joshy D. We're happy.
I'm all right with that move.
Yeah, because the next time he was in my chat, I'm like, I'm Joshy D, and I bailed over to the other side.
Doing a great job of taking out Barba here. And it looks like Dr. J's on his way to Palace 4 without the Reflect spell.
And since he's been in 3, I have to assume that he knows this is 4.
Yeah, I mean, he would have seen all of the palaces except for 4 by this point.
It's a little bit of an annoying Valley of Death, too. Life 4, is he going to be able to damage boost his way through here if he gets hit a couple times? Let's see.
I think he'll be fine.
Yeah, you just have to avoid stuff. not tank it like some people do. And just go in a straight line, hitting everything. Well, here's 4. We have no reflect. He does look like he's considering things. He's going to probably just kill this nut knuckle. No, he's out. I was going to say, he was probably going to grind for that whatever level, but he's at attack 6. I didn't realize that.
I think DrJayPHD is probably on a hunt for towns right now. Or maybe Maze Island, perhaps. Because he just walked right past a palace. I believe that was Palace 5? Yeah, I think it was Palace 5.
He's got 3 towns to find, and there's a little digger. So DrJayPHD just gets dig shaked right there. Dig shook. Doesn't work if they don't need to get items anymore.
Well, they might need to get items. The trophy or the medicine could still be in play here.
I think I'm going to reserve that for like there's like 3 items left and 2 of them they need. And then they arrive upon like the 1-up. This is what happens at 1 a.m. races. I get to break out new material and decide whether I am or not going to use it.
So both runners in 5 now. Almost equivalent levels.
This is Dr. J's second trip in here.
Yeah, that's right. He was in here for a little bit, but bailed pretty early. He didn't really explore a whole lot.
I wonder what his life situation is here. Because I don't think he up-A'd when he got here. Did he not? Did he?
I don't think so. Maybe he did.
Because he's got quite a bit of XP. And he was at basically like 700, 600 when he was in Palace 4.
Yeah, that's an interesting observation.
We'll see. He's got 2 lives. This one and 2 more, I should say. DrJayPHD is making right turns.
Yep. No Guma yet, though. Lots of Magos. Which I guess that's pretty normal.
And Dr. J finds the porch. You don't know what Dr. J's hot hands... I'm looking it up right now. I've got to make sure that this is...
I don't know. I don't think that's a thing.
Definitely is a thing. It's something I emulated when I was younger. It was like an infomercial, commercial thing. I really can't find it.
That's because it doesn't exist, Larry. So for all the exploring that's been going on here, I've not found an item or Guma.
Well, this question has been asked by Hill Home, one of my favorite chat people. Probably only one I've never yelled at. I'm going to explain exactly, for those who don't know, exactly how to identify what palace is what. The key is in the combination of the statue, or more importantly, the top of the statue, of the columns that you see in the palaces, and the iron knuckle that exists outside the palace. So you can see right there on DrJayPHD's screen, that column has like a little dripper above it, and there it is on Dr. J's screen. That little dripper column refers to Palace 2 and 5. The differences between the two is that the iron knuckle in front of the palace, there'll be a red jar 100% of the time in Palace 2 and nothing in 5. 1 and 4 share the same column, which looks like a smiley face or like a, colon capital D face. And 1 will have nothing, while Palace 4 will have a moa flying around front and a 50-50 statue with a jar and a nut knuckle. You can't tell the difference between 3 and 6 on the outside. You have to go inside. Both columns are the same. Both statues yield the 50-50 chance for the jar or the nut knuckle.
Well put, Larry.
That was 15 minutes. Presented by Geico. 15 minutes on explaining palaces can save you 15% on car insurance. Thank you.
So these runners are currently about a room apart, following each other through this palace, although I think, based on what we've seen, it's gotta be the right way to go, because they've explored a lot of this palace. And in case you weren't aware, Palace 5 is very big.
I pretty much think I've seen nothing but Palace 5 all day today. Imagine if we had to go item hunting.
I think Jay kind of is a little bit. He's going left instead of right.
And it could be the way, like as somebody says, if you want to find Guma, go left. If you want to find the item, go right. And go the opposite direction of what you want to do.
Well, here is the item. And here is Guma. What was that he just picked up right there?
I'm still looking up Dr. J Hot Hands on Google, trying to see if I can find the commercial. But so I missed it, so somebody else, please. Hello! La la la. Trophy.
Oh, it was a trophy.
That's a good look right there.
So that could come into play. As we see Joshie D cheesing Guma. Oh gosh. Taking a bop despite trying to cheese Guma here. You think he's doing this just because he's on his last life, or is this how he usually fights Guma?
I really think that somebody showed him this strategy in a tournament when he was watching, and he's like, my God, I'm never going to do anything but fight Guma this way again. And I'm not really like that far off. I think he didn't know you could do this.
Well, he makes it work. And looks like he's going to go up to attack 7, so... It doesn't look like he's going to go back for this item, so he's really banking on Reflect being in one of the 3 towns that he hasn't seen yet. We already know that one of those 3 has the life spell.
So Dr. J's Hot Hands basketball gloves are listed on eBay for $49. It's a buy it now. It's $3.97 economy shipping, and it'll get to you by August 4th if you buy now.
So you're a basketball star, Larry.
Like, I just can't understand why I can't find this commercial. Here's Guma for Dr. J.
Yeah, he already died to him.
BGT's got the link. Yeah, that's exactly the picture I'm looking at from eBay. Like, probably exact same picture. I'm looking for the commercial. Commercial is ballin'. Oh, Buzz is here 5 seconds. He's already trashing Joshie D.
Well, that's not a surprise.
I'm going to watch all my old VHS tapes just for the odd chance that commercial was accidentally recorded. right.
Ooh.
Good fight there. He's a little excited about that, so...
Well, he took a few bops, and that was his last life, so if he had game over, that would have been a very costly trek back to Guma.
Wow, BGT in chat asks if Buzz is already done with the seed. Unofficially. It's rough. That was 2 days ago, BGT. We're over that. Look at that town location right there.
Yep, that's Darunia.
It certainly is. And remember, Dr. J did not have the kid, his trek up here. BGT does.
Although Dr. J has the kid now, and he's also heading up in this direction.
Yeah, both players might run into each other here.
It's interesting that their paths have been very similar, but also diverged in important ways. Joshy D's already got Palace 6 done, and Dr. J got that trophy out of Palace 5. We don't know how important that trophy is going to be.
I guess we'll find out as soon as we find out how important this kid is going to be.
There's still old Kasuto yet to find as well.
Who just called Joshy BGT? Was that me?
I didn't do it.
I don't think I did it either. Please, somebody explain which one of us called Joshy D BGT. Thank you. I don't think that was me.
That is not the reflect spell. That is the shield spell.
Well, now Joshy D knows. It's one of the other ones. One of the other items he needs to find. I don't know what I did with your...
Well, there's still old Kasuto. He doesn't necessarily need a spell item yet.
Oh, that is true. Did Dr. J find old Kasuto? He did not.
Nope. We don't know where that is yet.
Okay. So that's the only thing we have not found this game. Everything else is accounted for.
I'm going to go ahead and reject that request, Buzz.
It's a Zelda 2 randomizer tournament. You got to be here from the start to see all the action unwind. We're not going to force anything upon you guys or our commentators.
Chat's turning kind of hostile on us.
On you. They love me.
They're calling you out by name.
I've muted those people probably a long time ago, so I don't even see them. They're actually fighting with us and within each other. Like, this is the greatest. This is why you have the most toxic chat of all time.
It's like a mosh pit out there.
Buzz Thunder wants to know what our 5 teen heartthrobs from the 90s are. I'm going to go with Corey Haim, Corey Feldman, Kirk Cameron, Mario Lopez, and the New Monkeys.
No Jonathan Taylor Thomas on that list? What is wrong with you?
90s? Dude, he was like 12. What do you think I am?
I guess that's how old I was in the 90s, so...
P-Bag.
Yeah, the other item is going to be the hammer.
We have the trophy. The only thing Dr. J is really missing is the medicine at this point. Everything else is going to be a luxury item. Unless... I mean, have we even thrown this out there? Is this even a possibility? Kasuto is horn-blocked? Did we see a useless River Devil yet?
We saw a River Devil. I suspect that it's useless. Only because the area that they're on now, if they just go west, I think they'll be north of the River Devil, so... So they're both going to hop into 3 here. We'll probably see Jay get the item. That's kind of been his MO.
Gang, if you are playing along, please don't. we clarified this last race. We actually want to experience this the same way as everyone else in the first. If that was a legit comment. Jean-Claude Coolnegank. Oh, thank you for checking.
Thank you for thanking him for checking.
We don't do that anymore.
Oh, okay.
You just ruined it 20 seconds ago. Well, we're going outside. Joshua D is not happy about that. He's going to up A. So trophy was in 5. Did Joshi get that? Or did he just find Guma?
No, he did not get that. He just found Guma, and the trophy wasn't very far away from where Guma was either.
Good point.
Did Buzz just call me Lon McCarran?
I think that's his new thing.
I mean, that's kind of a compliment.
It's better than Chris Collinsworth. I made somebody upset with that comment the other race.
Somebody was defending Chris Collinsworth?
I believe so, yeah.
Well, they were wrong, so.
Oh, we're going to place the gem. We're going to leave. We're going to walk around here for a little bit. Maybe... No, because we already got these items the first time around, so we're just going to leave.
Yep.
We are counting up experience, though, as we walk. Dr. J doesn't seem to up A a lot. He seems to walk around with his levels, and I can't say it's that bad of an idea. I mean, he's instead of standing there waiting for it to count up, he's already this far, and he's going to up A anyway, so I guess, didn't matter either way. I like giving long-winded explanations about the reasons people might be doing something, and then they just totally invalidate it. Like almost at the end of the statement. Like, just done.
I enjoyed that. Personally. Yeah. Joshy D looks like he's going back for this item. So he's worried about spell items.
Chat wants to know if you put that bridge in the layout just to spite me that it goes nowhere.
This layout actually was designed by the one and only Angry Larry, so if you enjoy the layout, thank that man.
Damn right that bridge is supposed to go nowhere. That's the joke. I'm glad one person got it, though. Well, Dr. J is going to up A here. Is Joshi back in 3 for the item?
He wants the item, yeah.
Okay.
He's
Again,
worried.
this is my 4th race today. I don't know color palettes and whatever. It's like all blur now.
He's worried about reflection. I can't say that I blame him. Basically got a 1 in 3 shot of it being in Old Kasuto. Wow, look at this.
That's a great move and a great find for Dr. J, because that's the last potential block for him. He never cashed in the trophy, but he looked for medicine before doing so. That's interesting.
Well, I mean, he doesn't need to worry about any spells at all now, though.
No, I'm just saying. We've seen other races today where people arrived at, like, I can do this now, and then went and did that, and it's like, all right, that's not it. I have to go back and do something else, and then going back and forth. He took the opportunity to find the second spell item, not knowing which one he needed before cashing in the first.
Joshy D just got dig shook. Did I use that right?
Yeah, you just got dig shaken, Joshy D. Has a taste. It's salty, right?
Fire spell is fairy this seed, Dave.
But absolutely, like, you say he's got everything, but he doesn't have everything. Like, Kasuto is out there. Is it not? Did Joshy D find it?
It's right there on his screen right now, actually. So we're about to figure out whether he needs to continue item hunting or not. looks like Jay's gonna go turn in this medicine, so... Oh no. You can see the disappointment.
It certainly is disappointment. For sure. Shield in... Okay, so it's only spell or reflect, and Dr. J has them both covered, and Josh D has neither covered.
Yep.
But he's got 5 gems placed.
That's true.
But no, wait, hold on. Dr. J placed 5.
No, Dr. J had to do Palace 6 and 5 and 4. He did not place oh, he did place a gem in 5. I apologize. My mistake. That was my mistake there. We did see Reflect in Mido. Sorry, Max. Not sorry. Which means Spell is going to be in Rudo. And for Joshy D, that's also kind of good news. It means that he does not need to go back into 5. He needs to get to Death Mountain.
Joshy D has quite a few places to check, though, for items. Is he definitely going to prioritize Death Mountain over... Well, I guess prioritize it over going back into a palace you've already beaten? Yeah, sure.
He does have the hammer. And it was right by the water there, so it was not hard to get to that rock either. And look at this.
Man, he's also going to look for Hammer Cave.
Not anymore, he's not.
No, not anymore, he's not. You're right. Or maybe he is. Maybe he's going for the twofer.
I guess that's true. There's the epee. Oh, Dr. J. He made the jump and then got blocked by that Wizrobe on the other side that knocked him in the pit.
Well, he doesn't need to worry about casting Fairy when he falls down a pit, because it will just lead to a dead end. And look at that, he just arrives right on the other side and almost tries to get himself knocked back in. Handles it that time. Joshy D is going through Parappa. He could have just walked right to Mido, right?
Yeah, this will get him there too. And he's gonna be very happy when he sees what this spell is. In fact, in just a few moments, both of these runners are going to be full-on dig shake here. So this is still a very tight race. We got Palace 4 left in Great Palace, and I gotta think that, you know, things could happen in both of those palaces that could close whatever gap currently exists inside of, in between these runners.
I just gotta make a second jump here. Nope, I'm in the wrong room. I looked up at the wrong time. And all I saw was a column. I know, man. I know you're disappointed. It's alright, though.
I honestly don't remember how Joshy D got to Barba, so I have no idea if Jay's going the right way or not.
I feel like I would have commented that BGT, this is the BGT room, if I was watching Joshy D's thing at the time. Well, Fairy's not really going to save you here. Quicker in the death. there, but you are down a life. You don't want to be down a life if you can help it.
Nope.
I feel like I would have commented on this being the BGT room and why if I saw Joshy D go this direction.
This is the BGT room now? When did that happen?
When BGT took 3.5 hours and 1 seed to complete it, go through it without dying. Yeah, see, it's total dead end. I knew I didn't see that room. No, it was 71.5 deaths, Resner. Not 71.5 minutes.
And here we go, Palace 4 for Joshy D.
Yeah, it's going to be one of these palaces where you're just going to walk right. Excuse me, make a big jump. And this is actually a fantastic room to find early on. You know, it presents itself 2, if not 3, more than likely, avenues to go directly right.
Mm-hmm.
You just hope if it's a dead end, it presents itself right away, or it's just Karak, and that's it. Comparing the BGT room to my guessing Finland and GeoGuessr, one was a victory and one was a live stream fail. I don't know how that works.
Actually, while we've got a moment, I'd just like to say you all should go give these runners a follow here. You won't regret it as much as following BGT, I can say that.
Why, is that guy safe from anybody right now?
Nope.
Need I remind everybody that Joshy D is the ultimate loser, not BGT.
That's true.
Summertime Hot Invitational Tournament. While we're plugging things, let's plug the Flute in 4 and the Summertime Hot Invitational Tournament returning to Twitch TV / every channel in August, featuring Panic Restaurant. And we've expanded the field to 16 players this month. It's going to be very excited, and I'm very going to be interested in saying other things that delay the timer a little bit more while we find Karak or Barber. And you want to be there, trust me. So,
yeah, I knew some of those words.
Yeah, no, I just, dude, spit was flying also. Like, it just got uncomfortable.
Come on, Rez, we gotta pay the bills around here.
People want it. It's the most. Do we have a thing? Can I do a thing? Does this work? Does work.
Yeah, it's for the last one.
That's all right. I never updated the first one, even though I made you do it instantly. Made you wake up out of bed to create the website, and I never did a single thing with it. It's great.
We got a Barba fight.
Yeah, we're still looking for Karak here. Honest question. Jay kind of went into 4 and then backed out, right? He never explored it?
Yeah, I don't think he even went down the elevator.
Okay. I'm just a little bit too far away from Barba to hit her. There we go. It's a couple nice strikes in. Does the retreat method. Nothing wrong with that.
Joshy D just going ahead and up Aing here in 4, so...
There's that middle room. He jumped over the first jump, and then he over the first jump was the collapsible bridge. There's that middle platform, that middle room in the drop series.
No,
or
he checked
the elevator down. Oh, did he really? Okay, I never saw him go back for it, but down elevator was the right thing. How many times have you seen this in a race? You've gone through the whole palace, and all you had to do was go down 2 floors on the first elevator.
Oh, it's pretty much a guarantee.
Yeah. It's like that Karak has a little bit of a problem there. Had a little something removed from his chest.
So we're off to Great Palace here for Joshy D, and Dr. J is about a whole palace behind at this point.
Joshy D is a Great Palace away from being 2-0.
Yep. Does that surprise you?
I'm just reflecting what the chat's saying right now. It doesn't really surprise me because he plays this game a lot. And we can make fun of him for not being good at roller games and, you know, not winning in the wacky races that we did for the SHIT tournament or SHI tournament. But, like, this game's legit for him. He plays this game all the time.
Yeah.
So there's no knowledge lost. There's nothing. He just doesn't do it with a timer, and he does it, you know, on a big comfy couch with a nice casual stream attitude. And, you know, look at all the practice. It's paying off.
It sure is.
And there's GP. I think Joshy D being 2-0 is going to upset somebody.
Yeah.
Who's not 2-0, who almost also went 0-2.
Well, he's just going to have to get over it. Looks like we are mapping Great Palace here for Joshy D.
Yeah, it's going to be an extreme time loss if he does that pause and mark every single room. But we got the elevator room, so there's going to be one path behind us, and here's the fun room, the elevator down. A fun room into an elevator room chaser, so that's 2 available paths we're going to have that we're not going to be exploring directly. And we got a jar room, so
yep.
Another elevator down. I'm going to tell you, the map of this Great Palace is looking an awful lot like Zarnax and Max's. And here's a waffle room. See what he does here. He's going to cast Jump, but it's not mixed small and large enemies. But I guess there's the potential of there being the chicken here.
Yeah, and Jump is so cheap. Doesn't really make a big difference to cast it, I suppose.
No, Dr. J's finding the dead end that Joshy D found, or the not path to Carrick. All right, so another elevator room. So this is 3 options we're going to leave on the table for potential paths to Thunderbird.
I gotta say, I do like how liberally Joshy D is using his magic in this Great Palace. I see a lot of runners, myself included, who just don't cast anything, and then we die a lot more than we need to.
Yeah, I do see, I talk about this, I think, every race I do now, the too good to use syndrome, where people are dying with life on, you know, magic to cast life, or dying because they're not casting shield or jump. They're taking too many hits because they're not casting jump and they're trying to make this jump.
Now, we've hit a loop.
Yeah, I kind of feel like we have as well. Maybe.
He went through the jar room twice, going
yeah,
right.
and the big thing there was he wasn't getting a jar from that, or he must have picked up the jar the first time.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna go right here, and we're gonna walk right into the another elevator room.
But he doesn't know it's a loop yet. He's still marking it as if it's new stuff.
Trying to put this on the table. No, that's got a loop of there, not there, because that's the fun room. So that path is still available. Yeah, I mean, he's kind of scratching his head right now. He's looking. He's kind of counting right now.
Yeah, I think he just figured it out.
Well, now he's got to go up here, and it's going to bring him back to the fun room.
I think you should just up A and go left.
Up A and go left the first elevator, or go up there and go left in the jump room, and... No, because that's on this plane. Yeah, this is...
We're going to take another spin. No, we're not.
He needs to go up in that elevator room and go left. But like you said, the up A-ing will get him there faster. Now, speaking of up-Aing, Dr. J is going to ferry up through this area. And he's at 25 out of 2,900, so perhaps preserving some XP there in that decision. And he's on the path to Karok now.
Yeah, so really not a huge time difference between these two runners right now.
Now, here's our only path, I believe. The left there. This is going to be outside.
Yep.
Yeah, so left there is our only path. Up A here, get your life, get your magic back. There you go.
I guess... What is Jay searching for here? Didn't he find the item already? I guess he's looking for magic?
He's looking for magic. Maybe he's on his last life.
He gets a pea bag drop.
If he needs magic, he should just head outside since it's only right up that elevator. And just...
Yeah, oh yeah, that's a good point.
And just hit the nut knuckle if he really wants that level, but he probably wants beyond that level. Or just the jar will give you magic back. Forget about the level and the nut knuckle. Just go outside and hit the jar until you get it. Drop room for Joshy G. Drop room number 1.
And it's the left-hand drop room.
Yeah, and it drops him into an area where you can go left or right, but just like every other race I've ever seen in my life, going left. He's got another life left. I'm talking about Dr. J, so he can just take the death here.
Yeah.
Oh, we're going to have to go left here. And it's an elevator room. So. We'll go up, because if you can't go right, go up or down.
Yep. Ferry room.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And if you can't go up, go left in ferry room.
Well, he can't go up.
I don't feel like that was the thing today, though. I don't think that in any of the races you had to go left in ferry room.
Yeah.
So, against meta.
Dr. J's falling asleep during this Karok fight. It did seem to take a while.
Got the Jackamus room. Go left or down. There are a couple of paths left. So there are 3 open paths right now, as far as my map is concerned. The left in ferry room, the left in the room under ferry room, and then down here. That kitty really wants that pot pie.
Yeah. He's loud and obnoxious.
So we got the one-piece chicken room.
He's gonna decide to up A and take the raft over to get to Great Palace. Not a bad idea. The raft spot was pretty close to start.
Nope, you're not going to get a jar there. It's not going to channel his inner King Doll. Another waffle room. He gets jump ready. He's just going to go over the one rope. Oh, well, there's the chicken. Drills down a little bit too far. I mean, he's got to be careful here. He's got 1 life cast left, but he's got 4 bars.
I think he's still got all of his lives, too, right?
Yeah. I mean, you don't want to take a death to a mistake you make that you could have avoided, for sure.
Yeah.
So Dr. J's going... Okay, so Great Palace in the seed was in the... Right there, okay. This is, again, my 5th one, so... I didn't remember what Great Palace was.
Big shout-outs to Larry today for restreaming all these and commentating all these races. Give that man a follow if you haven't.
They
done
all follow
so
me already. Yeah, no, they all follow me already. Oh, dead end. So guess what we're doing, Dig Shake? Right here, right now, guess what we're doing?
Well, I can see that.
He's not doing it, but he preaches it. If that's the wrong thing, he's going to be kicking himself. Because guess who's in Great Palace?
Wow. Interesting move. I think I would have probably even taken the drop there.
Well, he's going back for it now. And remember, there were 2 left-hand turns early on after that first drop. So if Dr. J can realize he's going to loop here and then takes one of those lefts while Joshy D is doing whatever he's doing in this area, if it's the wrong area, then this could be a huge swing here.
Dr. J just got to the loop, so we'll see how long it takes him to figure out that he's in there.
Yeah, it's the waffle room here.
Another
right,
drop
Obi.
room. Third one.
Yeah, when you see these drop rooms start chaining on each other, you're kind of like, well, I'm in the right direction.
Yeah, although that's not always true.
Well, the only thing is he's not gonna can't soft lock. He can't arrive in an area that doesn't go anywhere. It's got to lead somewhere.
Yeah, but it could drop you right. It could come out one of those left-hand turns that he skipped earlier on.
Oh, absolutely. But he is I'm sorry. He's going left is what I meant. He dropped in a room that went left.
Yeah.
Dark Link always has to be beyond Thunderbird. The only possible way he's not is if we play with an option where Thunderbird might be required. He's not guaranteed to be required. Then they can be in 2 totally different directions. But in the tournament, Thunderbird's always required and needed because there's a way you can possibly skip over Thunderbird, and we do arrive on Thunderbird here.
Yep.
But we do require all runners to defeat Thunderbird.
And this is Jay's second or third time through this loop here.
Yeah, I don't think it's impossible. I think it's, well, I don't know how to word this. He knows loops exist. Like, he watches people play this game. He's played this game before.
Yeah.
It just wasn't possible that he maybe thought he was looping.
Well, he just figured it out. He drew a little circle on his webcam.
And we've seen a lot of this Great Palace and a few areas unseen here, so we know what's happening in this next room.
Wow.
Absolutely. There was so much of this Great Palace seen already.
Now, Dr. J found this loop, but he's actually back in the... Yeah, there we go. And there we have it. Joshy D finishing this seed with a time of 127.17.
He's the Leicester City of this tournament.
Yeah. 2-0, Joshy D. Played a really good race.
KWTF.net.
Both of them actually played really good races. I mean, Dr. J as well. Nothing to be unhappy about there. I mean, he has a reason to be unhappy about losing the race, but in terms of how he played, not a lot of mistakes.
Yeah, try to convince somebody of that, though, if they lost. And but I do have to say that everyone's handled their losses in this tournament very, very well. We haven't had an outburst or anything. When I do, as a restreamer and commentator, like talking to somebody who lost, it's very hard, and I do appreciate that they put on the good front as well.
Yeah.
I just dropped my chapstick. Not happy about that.
Yeah, I've definitely been on that side, and it can be difficult to have to come in and talk about a loss right afterwards.
Oh yeah, I got called a few names last tournament. For sure.
Really?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'll tell you about it afterwards. Or tomorrow, or whatever.
Yeah.
Not gonna call out anybody. Unless that person was BGT. BGT, Joshy D is 2-0. How does that make you feel? Joshy D has to fire up the 80s radio equipment, and he'll be joining us pretty soon, I bet.
Yeah. Jay is pretty close to done. He's on the right path, taking this drop. Gonna take some more drops. Got pounced on by that orange vodka.
I'm tagged somewhere on one of these Discord servers, and I click on it, and it's like 7,000 plus new messages. Like, how the hell am I supposed to find where I'm tagged? And why didn't I look sooner?
If you click the little @ indicator in the upper right corner, it'll tell you where you're tagged.
I don't even see that. Oh, I do see that now. Oh, Game Boy was plugging the restream in the Dragon Warrior Randomizer tournament.
This restream?
No, the other one. Maybe it was Countess versus Jackamus.
Oh.
Because he said 2 Dragon Warrior Randomizer contenders. But nice of them to give you a shout out to this tournament.
So, Jay is on his last life here, but he's also almost done. I think Thunderbird's either in the next room or the one after that. And then Dark Link's right after that. So if he can pull this out, he'll be done here momentarily. And I believe we're also joined by Joshy D. Hey, what's up, Joshy D?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you great. Congratulations on the win.
Thanks, man.
By the way, please refer to him as the 2-0 Joshy D. He deserves it.
Well,
Yeah, please. I mean,
I was gonna say there are some critics here in chat of you, Joshy D, talking about your status in the tournament, and you are 2-0 now. I just wanted to give you a chance to respond to anybody who might be throwing some shade your way.
are you telling me that there's people who aren't down with the D?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Come on,
Oh wow,
man.
Dr. J is like he was right behind.
Yeah, it's been a pretty close race the whole time.
Nice. That was far and away the most aggressive I've ever played a seed.
Really?
Yeah, well, like I didn't look for any items in the palaces until I had to. Like I was really banking that because I had Thunder, I would just somehow find the spell item for Reflect. And I mean, I went east a little bit earlier than I maybe should have.
Yeah.
I feel like I just like I just tried to really not mess around at all, and I got really scared when I was on Maze Island and hadn't found the Water of Life, because I thought that maybe then I'd made a horrible mistake and was gonna have to go find the item in 2. But like I didn't get the item in 6 or 2 or a bunch of places.
Well, there was definitely still some chances for things to go south for you, because the trophy was in 5.
Oh, okay.
And Dr. J found that. It was actually not far from Guma. And he found it and you didn't, and so we were wondering if that might be a deciding factor, but ultimately it didn't turn out that way, so... So you said earlier that you don't go to East that early very often. Do you typically clear out the caves,
I usually
or?
do like to, but what made me feel dumb was when I came back from it, like I felt like I got some levels, I did some exploration. I didn't think it was like a bad move, but then I found a magic container, like the caves that I had missed, because I hadn't found 2 of the caves yet on the West continent. And there was like the boots and the magic container, which would have gotten me like the the water tile and the Kasuto item, and so I just felt kind of dumb that like at first I thought like, oh man, I'm being like, I'm gonna get one up on Dr. J, and then I realized that, oh well, I kind of did all that, and I could have made much better use of it if I'd finished exploring the West Continent first.
Yeah, those boots in particular slowed you down a little bit on your first trip over there, but actually it's kind of interesting how the two of you took different paths but ended up meeting at certain points. Palace 5 actually being another great example. You were both going through it at pretty much exactly the same time, so
cool.
It was fun to watch.
Well, yeah, I'm glad it was a good race, and I actually, these races, these two races are like the first time I've ever mapped the Great Palace, and thank goodness.
That loop looked like it kind of got you there.
Yeah.
Just
like I didn't know if it was a loop, and then like I went and checked, and then I was sure it was a loop.
Yeah.
But man, having the fire spell be fairy for like one box, like I mean, towards the end, I would fairy over absolutely anything for any reason.
Yeah, sure.
It was,
well,
it was
why
pretty
not?
cool. Yeah, it was. I mean, it was so stupidly cheap, and like I know that usually we like to save magic in Great Palace because T-Bird could go bad, but it's just so much faster if you just don't give a care and just use all the fairy.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you're 2-0 now, and other runners that are 2-0 include people such as Error72, Scorpion Max, who we just saw earlier today.
Yeah, see, that was, it was kind of the worry of like, if I go 0-2, then, Error's just going to put a foot in my ass, and, that's really going to be, I mean, it's like guaranteeing that like whoever I get matched up with next is going to smoke me.
The way you played today, I would not say that that's true, actually. I mean,
well, I feel a little bit more confident, like, because this was absolutely, that was the fastest I've ever done any seed, I think. I mean, I don't know because I don't time, but it felt faster, and it was, it turned out pretty well. But I think I kind of felt like I got a little bit lucky on these first two pairings that, they were players who were like of equal skill, like BGT for like as much as we feud about stuff, like I think we're a good match for each other, and Dr. J, like this was a match that I could win, but it was, it felt like a good pairing, but like I don't want to like go up against you or Unos or anyone.
What? Come on.
But yeah, I'm feeling pretty good.
Yeah, well, you deserve to after winning these two races. Congrats, man.
Thank you very much.
Have you ever heard? Hey, Joshy D, Angry Larry here. Have you ever heard of Dr. J's hot hands?
Oh, I maybe would like to get to know Dr. J's hot hands. But no, I don't have any idea what you're talking about.
Okay. Somebody will one
It's because
day.
he made it up. It's not real.
No, I asked Dr. J if he was, a legit PhD, and he said no, it was like a reference to like a Beastie Boys song and then something else as well. Yeah, Bent Glass Tube is making reference to the hot club hit from maybe 6 months ago, Me and Joshy D by famous musical artist Dig Shake.
Can we listen to that at kwtf.net?
It's actually not on. It's not in the KWTF library, but I'm sure your viewers would love to hear it. It's an excellent song. Maybe let's link that in chat for you.
It's Dig Shake's viewers. It's very toxic, his chat. They don't appreciate anything.
No, we've had a good time with chat for this one. This was a fun one. As Dr. J finishes up there.
Yeah, if anyone wants to hear Dig Shake say many, favorable things about me, there it is. Me and Joshy D. I'll give a little GG in there too.
I believe we're joined by Dr. J here. How you doing, Jay?
Pretty good. I'm really proud of how I played that game.
I think you should be. I think you put up 138. That's a great time. You found all the stuff in a very quick manner, and honestly, we're even ahead for a good chunk of that race. So you got nothing to be ashamed of.
Yeah, that was just a really good game by DrJayPHD too. To fast.
Oh, thanks very much.
What do you think the if you could go back and change anything that you did, what would that be?
Probably stop going after items once I.
Yeah.
Once I saw item rooms, I should have just backed out of them.
Yeah, that is something that I see people doing, especially people who are maybe a little bit newer to the rando. They'll just want to collect all the items, which it's important to know when you're done collecting stuff so that you can just step on the gas and go.
Yeah, and when the game just pretty much handed me Eastern Continent, starting off with and Raft that close.
Yeah, absolutely. Getting some great item drops on that first continent there.
Well, it's really neat. I think it's since this latest version of the randomizer, how item collection has kind of changed. Where I think now, you definitely want to avoid palaces until you're, absolutely sure that you've collected everything that's available. Just because, since like the spell items can now be in palaces, you don't want to be looking in a palace for an item or a spell item unless you absolutely have to. So I've been noticing that people have been doing more caves for longer and then like really waiting to actually start diving in. It's an interesting thing that this version feels a lot different than previous ones because of that.
It really does. I mean, before the tournament was going to be, I hadn't even played the new version at all. Yeah.
Well, we were wondering about that a little bit too, Dr. J. You don't really race Zelda 2 Randomizer with us that much at all. So are you playing a lot offline, or are you just doing solo runs, or?
Well, I mean, before I started, I got drawn more to Zelda 1, but I'm certainly planning on doing.
I'm sorry, man. It sounds like you're cutting out a little bit on my end.
Oh, I'm just saying I'm definitely planning on doing a lot more.
Yeah. Well, you still got more to do actually the next 2 weeks here. You got a couple more rounds at least, if not more, if you make it to the bracket round, which you are certainly still in the running for. If you win your next 2 races, you're in automatically. And if you win one, then you'll get a chance to get a slot through that play-in race. So definitely.
Yeah, I'm open for that, yeah.
Yeah. And Joshy D is guaranteed a slot in the play-in race, and one more win will get him a bracket slot as well. So,
ooh, lucky me.
Yeah.
Yeah. The cool thing about this tournament is that people are guaranteed, just a bunch of races, which I think is great for exposure because we're getting to see a lot of people that we, don't ordinarily see, like in the, just from like the regular kind of like nightly races that you guys do. And it's just fun to have like more pressure situations for those of us who don't do a whole lot of racing. It's because of the Swiss rounds, like we all get to play a whole lot.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think that is a good feature of this format. You got anything else, Larry?
I'm tired.
Yeah, I believe it.
But
It's been a long day.
No, that was actually a very fun race, and if I may do it on the viewer side of things, it's definitely nice to find the race where you weren't really that dependent on trying to. You guys had to find an item for reflect, but it's not like it was buried in like the last place you looked.
Yeah, you get boots, you get hammer, and you.
Yeah. So it was very refreshing, at least, to have a seed where you were able to watch 2 people play it. Like, yeah, you needed to go get the medicine in Death Mountain to get it. You guys got that pretty quickly when you needed to get it. So it was very
in
nice.
A really lucky spot on Death Mountain.
Oh yeah,
that was great.
Yeah, just 2 people, hear your items and go, and you guys both played that very well.
Yeah, there's been some trolly ass seeds in this tournament where people have to, go to the ends of the earth and 100% it. So it's really nice that we didn't get one of those, especially since this race started really late.
Hey, Dr. J, have you ever heard of Dr. J's hot hands?
I have not.
Oh, god damn it. Somebody's got to know what this stuff is.
Larry, dude, I don't know what your deal is.
It's not real. It doesn't exist.
I'm finding it.
It just means Angry Larry's going to have to start it.
Well, just to give everybody a heads up, this is the last race for today, of course, but we've got 2 races so far on the schedule for tomorrow. First one is at 11 o'clock. That'll be Cool and the Gang versus Shiner on Angry Larry's channel. And then directly after that race, around 12:30 or so, Link Sevens and Unos will be restreamed on my channel. That should be a fantastic matchup between 2 great runners. So
That's going to be really good.
yeah, couple great races tomorrow. I think that's going to wrap it up for this one, though. So
Well, thanks so much for the restream, guys. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
yeah, big shout outs to Larry for getting through those 4 races today. Congrats on the win, Joshy D. And
Larry, what is this bullshit in the chat? Hot hands, what are you doing? Okay, well, it's real. It's basketball gloves.
There was a commercial, and he was like palming the ball. He's like, and you could palm the ball too with Dr. J's hot hands. And like the whole thing was, the premise was like the ball just stuck right to the glove, and you were supposed to get a competitive edge. And there was actually a one-on-one like pay-per-view. And like what the hell was that? And did I really sound like that? And there was a one-on-one thing on pay-per-view one time in the 90s where it was like Dr. J versus Magic or something like that, and Dr. J used the hot hands and he got schooled. And I think that's why it never took off.
yeah,
But dude, like the palm of like a basketball player's hands is 5 times bigger than a normal person's hand. You could have this glove all day and you're not going to be palming no basketball.
But it has sticky adhesive, and you can also use it to mend the bottom of your boat at the same time and keep it afloat.
Thank God. I mean, it's the perfect product.
Hi, Angry Larry here for Mighty Mend It.
oh my gosh, I think you
I'm
need to go
done.
get some sleep, Larry.
Yeah, bye.
Yeah, all of us.
Revolutionary.
All right, everybody, I'm gonna cut stream before we start talking about some other weird stuff, so I'll see you later.